football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Utah's offense will have the football first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking for room, it's Parker. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Quickly to the tight end. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And the Utes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Punch it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
To throw, it's Dampier. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going to sling it on second down. On the run, still looking. Got the first down himself. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
They'll go to the toss. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. On the ground, it's Parker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Grab behind the line. It's Clemens. Boy, the defense clamped down on that 3rd down completion and didn't allow him to get forward at all.
You're right, Reese. It looked like they were anticipating a quick throw, and you saw everybody so alert, and they were able to rally to the ball.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Makes a man miss. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Got a man. It's Bradley. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Johnson looking to throw, using the quick game. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Caught by the receiver. Gain 7. Second down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Safe completion on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the third down screen just gets torn apart, and they'll get nothing.
And I get it. I get a screen on third down. You're expecting pressure, try to run the screen right behind it, but the defense did a really good job. You could tell they saw it, made a great individual play, breaking on the football, getting the running back on the ground.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. On the run, it's Parker. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Back to throw, it's Dampier. It's complete to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quarterback on the keeper. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Hunt is on its way. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got...
Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Oakley. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They're dealing with a second and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards, but that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball?
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Hands it off on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Dampier. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Lost a throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll run the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Swings it out to the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on third down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. Fourth, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do?
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Across the 45. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Parker.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
The Utes will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Going right to work up top. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He'll pull it on the read. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Power football with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Second down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea get it breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Touchdown, Utah! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this court...
Turning it on! Touchdown, Kansas State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires complete on the crosser. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. There he goes. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Oakland. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Wants to go up top. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm gonna win. Let's go, defense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They'll go right back to him. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right spot.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play-action fake. Wide open downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. On the move, it's Edwards. Inside the 25. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Caught in the backfield. It's Oakland. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Johnson looking to throw. Touchdown, Kansas State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish.
21, Utah, 20.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's taking the deep shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.